So a lot to pick through there, Mark. Just first, your overall impressions?
Of the game, our performance thought we were outstanding, resilient, disciplined, structured, huge heart, brilliant response from Boxing Day, and I thought that every player was outstanding.
You asked for a reaction, you got it, didn't you?
Yeah, look, it's difficult after watching Boxing Day to come out and say this happened or that happened. It wasn't good enough. It basically wasn't us, and I thought tonight was a real reflection of us.
Counter press was as good as it's been all season, I thought.
I'm glad you said all season, because I think it has been consistent all season. Ben House is just his tactical knowledge off the ball is phenomenal, and I'm pleased he scored tonight, because he's a player we think a lot of. He's a player that's highly regarded. I am singling him out, and the work that a lot of players do off the ball, sometimes you don't get the credit for it, because it doesn't really make any headlines. So I was so pleased that he got his goal from that. He's the one that starts it off effectively, but then the team plays a huge part in that.
It was a clever goal as well, wasn't it? Because you seemed to send a bit of a dummy that was going to be a ball in the box, but Danny and Ben were alive.
Yeah, and I've got to give huge credit to Scott Fry for that. We spent a lot of time on set pieces. We talked about it before the game. It's ironic because I think set pieces, defending this year, we've been outstanding, and yet we've conceded one tonight, which is disappointing. And we haven't scored enough from set pieces, and yet we get one tonight. But two great finish, clever free kick from a clever player, so nice to see it going in.
Second half they came at you strong, and as you said, they got an equaliser.
Yeah, I thought the game was very fractured in the second half through no fault of our own. Just seemed to be so much going on. I don't mean in terms of football, I just mean off the ball, and it was a really bitty, scrappy second half, constant stoppages and breaks, and I didn't think that helped us for the goal. But ultimately we've got to defend a goal better than that. It was an ugly second half.
You obviously can't appeal the red cards, it's 2 yellow cards, but what did you make of the yellow cards that he had?
Second one, yes. First one, I just don't understand why Joe's being booked, but the other player hasn't. So I'm not saying Joe shouldn't have been booked for the first one. I honestly haven't seen it, but I don't want to be the guy that comes out and says, apologies, because I'm giving you third-hand information here. It's not mine, but everybody I've spoke to said if one's getting booked, the other should get booked. But so it either wasn't a booking or the boat should have been booked ultimately, but the second one was yellow card.
Why? What did the officials say about the booking for Danny Butterfield? Why did they say it was given?
I haven't asked, so I don't know. I don't know. I'd be guessing. My guess is for being outside his box, but then they.
Well, that's the reason I'm asking, because that happened about 5 minutes later the way around.
Well, I thought they spent a lot of time out of their box. They just happened to be stood beside. But
is it the consistency that concerns you though? Without going into individual referees, consistency is important for you as a coach and players.
Do you mean in
terms of decision making by officials?
Do you mean decision making during the game, or those types of decisions?
Oh, in the game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll ask. So rather than you ask me, what did you think of the referee tonight?
Terrible. In the last 20 minutes, but I thought the red card was a red card.
Yeah. Well, I can't get into trouble for you saying that.
Yeah. And are you disagreeing with me?
Next question.
I'm not going to get you on the ref, am I?
No.
Okay, I tried. People at home, I did try. What about the last 20 minutes digging in? You must have been happy. Sean, obviously they were getting particularly productive down the right towards that last sort of 10. Obviously there was the sending off, and I thought Sean, obviously with a bit of help from Joe, stood up. I thought
Sean was immense today. He's a brilliant 1v1 defender. In his own half, he's been excellent for us this year. I think he's 19 years of age. I think he's played 1,700 minutes in the league, which is phenomenal. He's developing brilliantly. He's a real asset to us. He's a huge credit to himself and his family and the club. So from a defensive point of view, I can't think of one game where he's been poor defensively, and we just have to help him in the other half of the pitch. But he's got a big future ahead of him.
You're undefeated still at home, and it felt like very much a point hard earned in a great atmosphere.
Oh, the atmosphere was amazing. I really enjoyed it, and like, so for Danny Butterfield, who was here tonight, he was, you know, raving about it after the game. And you know, for us that have been here all season, we're new to it, like that's what it's like every week. So yeah, it was a real special night in terms of the fans, and I'm glad. I know we drew today and we want to win games, but I think the fans have walked away very proud of the team. Likewise, we're very proud of them.
I got asked by about 8 fans today, anything happening in the transfer market before Ipswich? I'll ask you.
Before Ipswich?
Yeah.
No.